So let's talk about my top 5 alts to watch for 2018. This is actually going to be more than 5, but you'll see why. Coming in at number 5, Salt. Super interesting concept. I'm not sure it's completely not a scam or legit, but there are plenty of smarter people than me who think it's real and tell me it's real. I'm going to be doing a Brave New Coin article on it soon, probably today. But basically, from my understanding, it's a lending platform, which has always been sort of controversial for legal reasons in the United States anyway. But should it work and take off, I think it'll be super interesting. Coming in at number 4, EOS. I own 0 Salt, by the way. I own 0 EOS currently, by the way. EOS is interesting. So I've heard Brandon Bloomer talk about EOS, give his presentation twice in person now, and very impressive speaker. A lot of high expectations, a lot of, pie in the sky type ideals for this. Dan Larimer is involved. If you know anything about him, he's involved in Steemit and BitShares as well. Some other things to watch for 2018, but to a lesser degree. The big thing with EOS is their ICO should be ending soon, if not in January. I know it was like a year-long thing, the longest ICO that I'm aware of. So as soon as the supply sort of dries up, it'll be interesting to see where this is headed, where this is going. It might be moving even now because the expectation that supply will be drying up, the supply shock, if you will, is being priced in at the moment. I don't know. The next group is Stellar and Ripple. I love the head-to-head battle of these. I love the Jed McCaleb story. Again, another interesting guy like Dan Larimer. Love him or hate him. I think Stellar is going to be huge, especially if ICOs come online in a big way. I don't think it'll ever explode like it did Ethereum. Ethereum, for them, it was kind of a one-time thing, I think, as far as just mania surrounding that and what happened there. I think we'll see fewer ICOs. I think we'll see more legitimate ICOs, whatever that means. Stellar is certainly trying to onboard a great deal of ICOs, Mobius being one of them, I think. Ripple, I do own Ripple. I don't own any Stellar at the moment, but very small bag of Ripple. Generally, everybody hates Ripple, including me. Banks don't even really use it, but they've locked up their supply, and they could be headed for some bigger moves on the chart coming into 2018. Next to Ethereum Classic. Again, Ethereum, the chart still looks great for up throughout 2018 into 700, 800 on the USD side. It's really getting wrecked on the ratio. I'd expect that to attempt to recover. Ethereum's kind of graduated from an alt. It's got CryptoKitties now, and no one else really has that. So the use cases are mounting daily for Ethereum. Ethereum Classic is interesting, mainly because it's Berry Coin and DCG Coin, and they're going to pump the ever-living crap out of that coin just based on that, not trading advice. But that's my personal view. I do own ETC. I don't currently own Ethereum. I think if, Coinbase wasn't as crazy about Ethereum as it is, I think ETC would be an easy add as far as their new listing criteria is concerned. It's got a team, it's got a development, it's got roadmap, it's got a community, but I don't think it'll ever happen just because Brian Armstrong and Fred Ursum are super, super pro Ethereum, almost to their own detriment at this point. And then coming in at number 1, coming in hot and heavy, I own none at the moment, but ZRX, lots of hype around this coin. Advisors notwithstanding, I think ZRX is at the top of the list to be added to Coinbase. Might seem insane, but we're going to see ERC20 tokens listed on Coinbase. We're going to see Grandma and Peepaw buying ERC20 tokens like it's 2017 in the heezy, okay? And the reason I think ZRX is going to get added because there are 3 or 4 advisors who are directly involved or were directly involved with Coinbase. Polychain Capital is one of the earliest investors in ZRX, very vocal about ZRX. They shill at any chance they get. So Olaf, Fred, and Linda, all either Coinbase or Coinbase alums. I think there's a high probability, again, purely speculative, not trading advice, that it winds up on Coinbase, and where it goes from there. As far as price is concerned, who knows? But I think under $50, above 10 is probably a good start, just based on the exposure to on-ramping. People see something worth 25 cents. What are they going to do? They're going to buy 17 of them, right? So I think we're going to see something like ZRX or some ERC20 token just explode on Coinbase. I don't know many other high probability adds other than ZRX to Coinbase. I think XRP, I didn't mention it earlier, but I think XRP is going to get added. That's a no-brainer as well, just based on the team and development and general banking support. Again, Coinbase is anti-Bitcoin. That's pretty obvious at this point to me. So I think they're going to add XRP, no problem. Those are my top coins to watch in 2018. We'll come back at the end of 2018. We'll look at this. We'll see, Josh said ZRX is going to explode and it doesn't exist anymore. That'd be hilarious, but definitely something to watch.